So, Sunset Driver from My tree, your tree, whose tree? We all smoking trees, man. Tree of life, baby. It's definitely passing my initial tests. Number one, you open the jar. What do you see? Does it make your eyes happy? Number two, could be changed with number one. Can you smell it? And number three, how does it react when you touch it? When you reach in and you go to poke that bud, does it have that feeling, that soft feeling? Or does it have that crunch, that hard, just dry? A lot of dispensary weed has that dry. And you know what I say to that? Fuck that shit. That's some fucking ridiculous shit. You have to pardon me. I'm just makeshift, spur of the moment. I wasn't even actually feeling making a video about this. But I started smoking it, sparked it up, and I started to realize that I can dig it. I think I need to share my opinion about this. I'm kicking myself in the ass for only having bought 1/8 of it, and now that sale is gone from the fucking Curaleaf menu. I swear, dude, like, it's Black Friday. Why not Saturday too? Why are we having Green Wednesday? Why not Green Week? Why not have it be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is off because it's fucking Thanksgiving, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, making it a full 7 days of green. That sounds like a deal to me. But then again, who am I? Just the person who knows how everybody reacts to when you do your sales. I mean, geez, I'm just somebody who comes in and drops thousands of dollars in your drawer. And I'm talking to all of you. Dispensaries, that is. They've got a couple other deals that are probably going to be worthwhile grabbing tomorrow. I swear, with everything that's been going on deal-wise, and then this morning when I pulled up to a couple dispensaries, like I went up to Rise, dude, the line was around the building. Like, people were butt to butt trying to keep warm, trying to make room for the next person that pulled up into the parking lot or parked on the street or parked in the dollar store down the road. And I pulled in and found like the first open parking spot, and I like sat there and watched. How many minutes is it going to take for one person to come in and one person to come out? And at 5 minutes, I was like, dude, this is nuts. And then like a couple minutes later, I realized that somebody finally came out. And I said, not me, no sir, no ma'am, not happening, no. I just popped that truck in reverse, and headed on home. Actually, that's not true. This is a long story, but I stopped at Vital Options. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're one of the smaller stores, I'd pretty much call them. Like, over a year ago, I went to Vital Options, and I had an order that should have had a 30% discount. And they were like, no. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Should have a 30% discount, like advertised. And they're like, nope, definitely not. Wouldn't work with me at all. And I simply said to them, I'll have my IDs back now. I'm leaving. And the woman was like, huh? Like, what do you mean? You're not going to bend to our will? And our sales aren't good enough for you when we don't have any? Well, yes. No, I don't want to have to deal with you anymore, so I'm leaving. This woman literally followed me out into the parking lot. After I told them, listen, this is all your fault. It's because of how you took my order, and I left. She's calling for me to come back in the future and give them a chance when they are running another sale. Sounds like, they would like to have me back, right? That's how I left it. Well, sometime later, days, weeks, maybe even a month, I tried to place another order. They didn't fulfill it. I placed another order. They didn't fulfill it. I placed another order and they didn't fulfill it. And I called them up and I said, hey, are you having an issue with your ordering system? And they said, no, absolutely not. And I said, what? Like, my orders aren't going through. And they said, well, we don't know what to tell you. And they didn't even ask for my name or nothing. And so I hung up the phone and I'm like, all right, whatever. And something digged in my head. I was like, maybe I should go and try and order from Lancaster. And you know what happened? My order went through immediately. So I went down to Lancaster, picked up my order, and I placed another order for Harrisburg. And my order didn't go through. So I gave up on that fucking shit, dude. Obviously what happened is they didn't want to lose face over the fact that it was their issue. Was I salty? Yeah. But was I angry? No. So now, fast forward to today, or at least over Thanksgiving. Pardon me, Wednesday, before Thanksgiving. I placed an order at 5:30 and it went through. And then, let's see if I can remember this correctly. This morning at 10:40ish, I was driving past and I said, you know what? I'm going to go see if my order went through. And I pulled into their parking lot. I opened up their menu and there's my 2 orders that I placed. I don't even mention that. I placed 2 orders for $300+ each. And I sat in their parking lot for a minute and I waited and I thought about going inside to say, hey, what's the deal? Why don't you fill my orders? But I said, it's not worth my time. And I drove home. And the moment that I pulled into my driveway, my phone goes, ding. You got your order filled by Vital Options. And I almost didn't even believe it. And I looked twice and it was real. The only problem is if I've already driven 15 minutes or so away from you and now here you are, I can't help but wonder, because when I left, somebody was looking at me through the window. Did somebody go, oh crap, our parking lot is empty on Black Friday. We've been open for 45 minutes and there's nobody here. Rise has a line that's all the way around the parking lot. And you ain't got shit. So then you fulfilled the fucking orders from the dude that you wouldn't fucking fulfill because it was $600+ that could have gone into your drawer. Tell me I'm wrong. It ain't gonna happen. That's just some of the shit that people deal with when they go to dispensaries a lot. And I would suppose some people who don't go to dispensaries a lot have to deal with the same shit too. I've had a lot of good experiences, but a lot of messed up ones. Labels put on the wrong package. That was a recent one. This dude rang me up for product that wasn't even there, switched product labels around, like literally direct switched different brands, different product names, and totally messed it up. And then told me, let's just use round numbers, that'll be $225, sir. I knew it wasn't $225 just by doing the mental math in my head. I hand him $225 and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I may have said $225. I meant $245. Really? Like, for real? And of course I get home and I discover that you messed up my labels too. Now it's like, wait, did you do the math right on that order? And the sad part was, after, this is True Leave Camp Hill, after Ethan helped out the dude to get his shit straight, he lost his shit again when he had to try to look up my points and attempt to apply them. The girls that were working with him, that's raw, dude. Yo, if you're working for True Leave and you hear this, you're at Camp Hill, you guys are raw to each other. We can see that through the glass.